If your child is having difficulty with reading, it is not their fault. Watch this entire short video, and at the end, you'll have the opportunity to receive free gifts which can help pinpoint your child's obstacles to reading well, and a free way to start addressing some of these obstacles to your child reading, not only at their grade level, but even above and beyond it. Listen to the frustration some of our clients were having with their child's reading, which caused them to seek our help.
Annika was a very bright child, and she liked to have bedtime stories read to her, and she was about 4.5, 5 years old. I'm thinking that she's doing great. She's reading her stories with me, and then I noticed that when she read the stories, she wasn't really reading the words that were on the page. She had listened to me tell them so many times, she had memorized them, and she was reciting them from memory. And then when I stopped and I said, well, tell me what this word was, she couldn't put the sound of the letter. She didn't recognize phonetically what an A would sound like or what an E. Didn't know her vowels. She was better with the consonants, but still she couldn't look at the word on the page and translate that to its phonetic sound and actually read a word.
Our son's name is Declan. Declan is a young guy. He's only in kindergarten right now. Well, Declan was kind of not so confident about his reading skills. Not that you need to learn or know that much in kindergarten. He felt like he was getting behind a lot of the other kids that were in his class, so he kind of lacked some confidence. His teacher was noticing that he didn't actually want to do some of the reading exercises that they had him do. He wanted to do everything else, actually. Our goal with him wasn't that he had to surpass everybody else in the class or be like, super reader 3 or 4 grades beyond his level. We just wanted to make sure that he was confident and be able to go into class being excited about learning something new. And that's why we came to the Reading Diagnostics Institute.
She has a learning disability, so reading is a constant struggle. You can't get away from reading.
Yeah.
So it's in the science, it's in the social studies, it's in the math.
So we have students that come sometimes that are what I call word readers. Oh my gosh, I give them a paragraph to read, and they just read that without one error. But then we get to the comprehension, and you can just see that they begin to struggle. So these students, even though they can read words, reading isn't just about reading words. As we know, reading is understanding. And so in our program, we're able, because we know their learning style, we're able to help them, giving them tools so that they do begin to comprehend what they are reading. Another opportunity that I have had while working here is to go into some schools that were actually failing state standards. The school is ready to go into the teachers perhaps losing their jobs, getting a new principal. Well, the last straw was to bring some consultants in. We tested every single student in this K-8 school, finding out their learning style, their brain hemispheric preferences, and then teaching the teachers how to teach in their classrooms so that these students could become more successful. They also had a lot of discipline problems in this school. Again, that came from children feeling very unsuccessful coming to school. In the course of 1 year, this school went from being classified as a failing school to meeting and exceeding standards. Was it a lot of hard work on everybody's part, including the students? Yes, it was. But at the end, some of those discipline problems, or many I should say, they disappeared. Well, why? Well, I think you know the answer. It's because now we had successful students. They wanted to come to school. They wanted to show everybody what they could do.
Are you a parent who's frustrated because your child has ADHD or ADD, or has been diagnosed, or someone is recommending that your child may have ADD or ADHD, or maybe your child's just a kinesthetic learner who needs to move and can't sit still, and you just don't know what to do to help them improve in reading and learning? Or are you a parent who's already received help from many institutions like tutoring centers or from school, but has not gotten the results that you've expected from all the time you've put in? Or have you spent hundreds or thousands of dollars for help for your child and still have not received results? Is your child feeling so frustrated and hopeless that they've given up? Do you feel that you don't know how to help your child who's going to have an important reading test or is studying for the ACT or SAT, and you don't know how to raise their scores in the shortest possible time? Do you feel your child is bright but is still struggling in school, and you're not sure whether your child has ADHD or ADD, but maybe just a kinesthetic learner who needs different approaches? Are your child's teachers recommending that you get outside help for your child, but you don't know where to go? Do you feel the relationship between you and your child is deteriorating because you just don't know how to help them with homework and their studies, and you're both getting very frustrated? Do you feel your child is losing motivation and self-esteem because they feel there's something wrong with them and they can't learn like everybody else, and you just don't know how to help them? Do you feel hopeless in not knowing how to help your child? Well, I know exactly how you feel, because for 38 years, parents have been coming to me with the same kind of frustration. And I've been able to help them help their child improve in reading, learning, memory, test taking, grades, and schoolwork in the shortest possible time. And these solutions are available for you also. Through my various programs, I've developed a way to help your child excel in any subject very rapidly. So whether your child has ADD or ADHD, or even has been diagnosed with dyslexia, or is just a regular ed student, or special ed, or gifted, or in a Title I program, or remedial reading program, or even an ESL or bilingual program, we have a solution for your child. We can help your child excel, whether it's in reading, in comprehension, in phonics, vocabulary, fluency, test taking, study skills, improving grades, or learning any subject. We have a solution that's going to get your child relief as quickly as possible. I'm Ricky Linksman, author of many books and director of National Reading Diagnostics Institute and Keys Learning, which is an accelerated learning institute in which we help kids of all ages accelerate reading and learning to way above their grade level in the shortest possible time. For 38 years, parents have been coming to me, and I've helped thousands and thousands of students improve in reading, learning, memory, test taking, grades, and schoolwork, going from below grade level to grade level and above grade level in the shortest possible time. And so I want to share with you a way to end your frustration in how to help your kids, no matter what problem they're having in reading and learning.
At this moment, you have the opportunity to start helping your child in a very big way for free. All you have to do is fill in your name and email address to the right of this video, and you will receive immediately our checklist, which can help pinpoint your child's obstacles to reading well, and our free 7-day course designed to start addressing some of these obstacles to your child's reading, not only at their grade level, but even above and beyond it. This offer is only for a limited time. Take advantage of it now. Listen to this last short clip. This could be your mislabeled child who could benefit from our programs.
For many students who came in here and had the label of ADD or ADHD, by the end of our sessions with them, that label has to be taken away because it is not true. Some of the signs for students that are very frustrated mimic some of the characteristics of ADD, ADHD kids. Now, have we ever had a true ADHD kid? Yes. And we work with them with a learning style, and those students have improved also. But oftentimes students are mislabeled, and we have seen this time and time again. What is so exciting is that, for instance, someone I worked with today who drives 45 minutes one way in traffic to bring their student to us. Now parents won't have to do that anymore. They will be able to go to our online website, look at the materials that we have available, be able to use our materials at the comfort of their home, not have to deal with the traffic in our area, and be able to help their child become the student that they know their child can be.
Again, just fill in your name and email address. Click the button and you will have immediate access to these 2 learning aids to help your child. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the other side.